Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picked Max Holloway to defeat Conor McGregor. And I'm here to talk about Daniel Zellhuber versus Francisco Prado. My pick for this fight is Daniel Zellhuber. I think he's going to win a decision, even though Francisco Prado's only lost once. It was by decision, but it was due to the wrestling of Jamie Malarkey. I don't think that's how this fight's going to go down, but I still think Daniel Zellhuber is definitely the better fighter overall. He seems to be making a lot of improvements as well, and he's also the guy in general that I trust in a fight that's going to go longer. I do think Francisco Prado is much more inclined to grapple, and I'd say he's the more dangerous grappler. But Daniel Zellhuber still gotten some good submissions. Got Christos Yagos out of there with an anaconda choke in his most recent performance. That was a big surprise to me. But also, he tapped out this guy with a calf slicer. Guys, he got out of there, I think, deep in round one. I saw the finish, but he had options and he rolled through for a calf slicer and got that as one of his two previous submissions. So there's something going on definitely with Daniel Zellhuber, but in general, he wants to be on the feet. That's where he does his best work, and he's gotten the better of everybody pretty much, aside from his one loss to Trey Ogden. Trey Ogden was able to neutralize Daniel Zellhuber. I think he kind of just flustered him. Trey Ogden's a weird fighter, tough to gauge. He's a guy that has very basic striking and limited striking, but he's very good at basic limited striking. And I think Daniel Zellhuber was a little thrown off by his size as well, and he wasn't able to do what he wants to do. Here he's back to having a size advantage. I think he's got 2 inches of height and something going on with the reach, nothing too crazy. But I think he's going to be fighting well, like I expect him to. And he's a guy that's passed a lot of tests as of late. Christos Yagos, of course, as I mentioned, got him out of there with a rare submission. That was a big surprise. I think he leveled up there. And even before that, that fight against Landon Venata or Lando Venata, he looked really good against Lando Venata. Got him in big trouble early and almost took him out. And then it looked like Landon was going to be taking over the fight, in my opinion. And Daniel Zellhuber put an end to that and was the last man standing and walked away with the decision. In general, I just trust him more, having seen that, and also his fight on the Contender Series against Lucas Almeida. Lucas Almeida, very dangerous guy, was taking it to him early on, and he tamed him, and he outpointed him down the stretch pretty comfortably. So, having seen all this and seen their one loss each, I've got Daniel Zellhuber winning. I think he's got a lot more upside. I think he's getting better every which way. And I think both these guys are inclined to fight a striking battle. And Francisco Prado will be more reliant on getting inside and landing hooks in tight, whereas Daniel Zellhuber will be looking to use his superior uh, height, reach, footwork, and long striking. And I think Daniel Zellhuber is going to get the better of Francisco Prado. I think it will be close early on and not so close later on. And I've got Daniel Zellhuber winning a decision. I'll wait to see the props. Maybe there's something there, but right now it's just the money line, and he's minus 300. No thanks. I had to resist the temptation to bet on Francisco Prado, who's at plus 240, which, by the way, if you're so inclined, that's not a horrible number, but I'm really picking Zellhuber to win here. It's a moderate pick, so I'm not betting on Francisco Prado, even with the pretty numbers there. And that's pretty much my take on this fight. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit, and check out my other videos.